Hello and welcome. Now, you may have missed it, but there was some developments within the last week. Last Tuesday, of course, on stream, I completed a third place run of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. But I wasn't happy with it, as I said on stream, because I knew that I could do better. Is that the arm of the chair? That is the arm of the chair. And so I did. That very night, in fact, I continued grinding and recording, of course, and I completed another third place run. This one that I actually was proud of. And I submitted it, and it was verified. So I am officially, if I can find it real quick, because I'm rather proud of it. I can put it on the right freaking screen for you. I don't know what it's showing right now. I'm such a professional. I didn't set any of this up in advance. I just figured, hey, it probably still works just fine, right? Why is it just showing a black bar there? What the hell is going on? Oh, I actually know why. Oh, no, that didn't do it. I just need to delete that. There we go. And let's make that the correct size now. Sorry about all of this. Like I said, didn't plan any of this in advance. Well, I mean, I did. I knew I was going to stream, right? But let's go ahead and zoom in so you can see that. There's that third place run. 41 minutes and 9 seconds. I also began seriously sitting down to figure out why the auto split thing wasn't working. And the reason turned out to be that the game had secretly updated on December 23rd. And it was such a small update that no one noticed, but it was just big enough to break the auto splitter. So I made the community aware that this had happened, and within that very same day, a wonderful member of the community had updated the auto splitter. So now that is actually working. It had nothing to do with the Epic install. Well, it did, but not anything I did. Part of the update was making it compatible with the Epic Store or some kind of nonsense like that. I don't know. I'm not a programmer, but whatever it did, it broke the auto splitter, and now the auto splitter is working again. So we're going to be using that to get a more accurate time. Yesterday, I did some runs of this, and like maybe 3 of them made it out of this ship here. We're already off to a bad start. But I'm at a point where, one, I need the times removed for the auto splitter in order to... I screwed that up. In order to actually secure second place, yes, I'm going to need the times removed from the loads. Okay, we're just going to start this over here. That was a disaster. Gotta love starting out with a train wreck, right? That's how you know it's going to be a good run. Can we make that mouse go away? So with loads removed from my previous run, it probably would have been something like 39 or even better, 38. Like, we don't know what it would have been, because we're not going to go through and remove all of the load times manually, so like, who knows what it would have been. But it is working. I don't know why that sometimes happens, dude. I did not jump too short. Whatever, we're going to roll with it. I'm also at a point where I need Gale Crawler to drop within the first 3 kills of the stupid thing, the Valkyrie, whatever the hell they are. If I don't get it within the first 3 kills, it's a restart. Which is why so few of the runs yesterday actually left the pirate ship. We're doing great today. Thanks, Mr. N. So yesterday, out of like, I don't know, 50 attempts, I had maybe 3 leave the galleon here. I've been around, haven't I? I mean, I've been around. I mean, there was the Pokemon tournament this last weekend that had me really distracted. And of course, last Tuesday, I was recording this and secured my 3rd place run. But other than that, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it was. It was the Pokemon tournament that was this weekend. It ate up a lot of my spare time and practicing for it. I've gotten much better at Regulation F, as it turns out. I'm still not great. And I looked into RetroArch again because you talking about it has made me want to look into more achievements again. God, I miss Resident Evil 2. I used to be so good at that game. That was sloppy, but we made it across. And yeah, as I mentioned, we need cotton, and we need Gale Crawler to drop very, very quickly. So if this next chest doesn't have cotton, it's just a restart. Because we're at that point. If we want to actually get a 2nd place run, then we need these things to happen quickly. If we reload too many times, we're not going to get it. End of story. And there is a little more leeway. Like, I could have... I don't know if this even counts. I think it does. But we're gonna restart because there's no point in taking the risk. That was technically resuming a save that already existed. So I don't know. And it's not worth it. I can close out of it and delete that file. I want achievements for the old Pokemon games. And by which I mean emulated on RetroArch, not bought from the Nintendo Switch store. I cannot believe Nintendo has the... Damn it, I did that again. I can't believe that Nintendo has the audacity to charge $20 for, you know, Pokemon Fire Red with absolutely no improvements or connectivity to home, but it's still a little surprising. I played the hell out of Resident Evil 2 back in the day. Like, it was the only game I had on PlayStation X, PlayStation 1. And I loved it. I did the knife run, I did tofu, I did all of that back in the day, but for some reason I have like no memories of what it was like, or I remember doing it, but if I were to play through Resident Evil 2 right now, all of those memories I have of like how to get through the game safely, how to do all this shit, where to go, what order to do it, it's not in my head anymore, it's all gone. We really need a cotton here. I'm not used to stalling out at the very first. I've got a 25% chance from each chest of getting cotton. So like really 1 in 4 runs are going to fail right there. Mr. N, did you happen to get the Dragon Quest VII remake? Because I have a friend who was talking about it recently and I'm tempted to get it, you know? But I just don't know. So I'm curious what someone who I know has to say about it. That was sloppy. I barely remember my Resident Evil 2 remake playthrough. Although I went through that as Claire and it took me forever to actually finish it because I just sort of got sidetracked. Yeah, I get that. Retro achievements... I remember the day I discovered it. It was on my Wii U because I had RetroArch installed on it as the emulator for these classic games, and it had achievements listed there. So I clicked it, and I started looking into it, and I was just blown away that this stuff was possible. Like, are you kidding me? Somebody made achievements for the original Zelda? Somebody made achievements for Ultima Exodus? I thought I was the only person on the planet who played Ultima Exodus. For Star Tropics, for all of these games that I grew up on, suddenly they have achievements. It was mind-blowing. And I went through a period of like playing a bunch of old games that I don't normally play as a result. Alright, well we got our cotton, so now we need a fast skill crawler. By which I mean 3 to 5 kills of the thing should be fast enough. You'll notice I no longer get a lot of the chests that I had been getting. That's because they provide no value to me whatsoever. Damn it. Come on. We need it. That was 2, 3. In general, I try to, if the auto splitter hits 2 minutes, then I start the run over. And this is our final attempt at this. Yep, alright. Restarting. That's how it was yesterday. That's how it's going to be a lot going forward, because the only way to improve our time now is this. We're at that point where we have to filter out good runs. We can't just take whatever run and hope we get a good time. Beating our previous time is going to be difficult. Not impossible, but it's going to be difficult. And in the long run, I'm going to have to figure out how to get that freaking skip there, because I still don't know how to do it. Decently ahead of my ghost, though, so we're off to a good start. Now, watch, we're not going to get cotton, obviously. Or I'm going to miss this cannon here, which doesn't happen as much as it used to. Or I'm just going to go freaking backdashing the wrong direction afterwards. That's okay. We didn't lose a lot of time because of that, but we did lose a little bit. The good news is that on the whole, I've gotten really good at this particular segment of the game. All of that for 10 gold. The Buchan climb is kicking my ass, dude. I failed at it so many times yesterday that I reloaded my Buchan climb save and went back through and spent like an hour just practicing it. Like, it is beating the hell out of me for some reason. Yeah, I never expected to get a 3rd place run, not really. I thought I would level out somewhere around 4th place. I knew that a 3rd was technically possible by looking at my numbers. But I've never been this good at a game before. It's a weird experience. Yeah, the Buchan climb, dude, it beat the hell out of my, if you've watched the 3rd place run that I did submit and that got validated, it beat the hell out of me then too. Damn it, I keep doing that. Like, I had to reload that screen and start entirely over and do the Buchan climb again. And like, I still got a 3rd place time doing all of that, but there's a 4-minute gap between my current time and 2nd place. If I want a 2nd place run, I need basically the run I got before, by which I mean the drops, but I need better execution. I need the Buchan climb to go better. I need the bell fight to go better. I need some of these items to drop faster. And Oak has been good. Oak has been a giant pain lately. It just does not want to give me Oak. Which again, 25% chance of dropping. Plenty of treasure chests. Alright, well there's our cotton. Now we just need a fast skill crawler. I bombed that jump. Come on. I'm still not clear. What is the Zarnax run? I know you told me, but I don't remember now. It was like some kind of restriction. Oh, come on, man. Don't do this to me. little slow, but tolerable. That was a really good kill. Green split on that one. I'm not surprised. That was a really fast kill. And now we're gonna blow that entire lead by making stupid movement mistakes. Perfect. Now, one of the problems that I have with the auto splitter is that it splits whenever a boss room door opens, which means it's going to split when I kill the Abyssal Guardian, whether it gives me Void Ray or not. And that's a bit of a problem because sometimes I have to kill the Abyssal Guardian 2 or 3 times before it actually gives me Void Ray. So my solution to that is I put 3 total splits in there for the Abyssal Guardian. Damn it. Because if it takes me more than 3 times to kill it, then I've lost too much time, and I'm going to be restarting the run anyway. But if I get Void Ray on the first drop, then all of my splits after that go out of whack, because I don't have a good way to split them from down here. By down here, I mean in my studio, where my gaming PC is upstairs in the living room. I do have a foot switch and a USB cable running to the gaming PC from down here, but the problem with that is that I don't want to introduce a USB hub into the situation when I'm already running across a 50-foot USB cable. I don't know what sort of latency that might create. I'm probably going to experiment with it in the future because I have USB hubs laying around. But right now, in order to do the resets, I'm having to use my phone and, you know, a VNC server to control my computer and right-click and all of that wonderful stuff. Zelda 2 is a difficult one. I've only beaten it like 2 or 3 times, and I could probably play through it again now and probably still beat it, but it would be sloppy. There would be a lot of deaths. This kicked my ass yesterday too. I don't know why. Well, I got it. That's the important thing. Burned a couple of ethers that I didn't need to burn, but whatever. The important thing is getting across there. I don't mind burning a few extra ethers because I'm going to be visiting a shop before I need to use ethers anyway, and it is basically just slower. Now we need an oak to drop from here pretty quickly. We're not going to reset if we don't get one quickly, because that would be kind of silly at this point. But it would be nice if we got it, like, on the 2nd or 3rd attempt. But clearly the game is going to be contrary now, and, like, had a decent run going, and now we're not going to get a freaking oak. Because of course not. Why would we? Why would we get an oak? This is the part where, like, the 1 in 1,250 odds start becoming apparent. In order to get all of the odds that I really need to have a great run, the odds of it are 1 in 1,250, give or take. That includes reloading 2 or 3 times to get Oak or Welcome Company, or Welcome Company, I guess. But that was, what, 5 reloads? I don't think that... Basically, 1 out of every, well, 1,240, 1,000, 249 of every 1,250 runs is going to fail. It's not qualified to be a second place run, and it looks like this is one of those. This is not going to be a second place run. It's possible we could refine our third place run here and maybe get a slightly better time, but at this point, nah, we can forget it. Second place not happening. Getting too unlucky with the oak. We're so unlucky that I'm considering just restarting. But there's our other oak. So I'm not going to restart yet. Don't depend on welcome company here. I mean, really, we might as well go all the way to the Abyssal Guardian. Because for all we know, that might drop on the first try. And that's the real run killer. But this is miserable. Awful. We've lost a full minute to reloading and replaying rooms. That's what the disparity between the real time and the playtime means down there. Like, just replaying rooms, we've lost an entire minute. I screwed that up yesterday too. Of course I did. But things are still not going horribly, other than, you know, all the time lost to reloads. Oh, that was miserable menu navigation. No, I totally get challenge runs. I mean, not gonna lie, man, I'm pretty close to burned out on Bloodstained. The only thing keeping me going right now is the fact that, you know, I did just get 2 third place runs. So, like, I know I'm making huge progress. I figured he was probably gonna die pretty soon. Oh, I don't know. I left it in Japanese, I think, didn't I? I tune it out, honestly. I mostly tune out the audio from this game because I've just heard it so many times. But I think, being gay still, probably. When I was practicing the Buchan climb again last night, I got sick of hearing, "Arise, myself and my shadow," so I changed it to Japanese again. And I just realized I left it on Japanese. A quick oak drop here would be great. God, that's hard to say. Quick oak drop. No, it's not. It was stupid. Come on, stop giving me ginger. Alright, well, that was not great, but not absolutely horrible either. Getting through there without getting hit by that stupid monkey, I consider a success. Surprise for myself and my fellows. Yeah, I like that. That's brilliant. I did not get an obsidian, unfortunately, so I cannot make AP rounds. Whoops. But it's still entirely possible I get Dandelion. Dandelion is extremely helpful because it allows me to reset Buchan faster. And of course, it gives me a strength bonus. It casts a spell on me that increases my strength rather. And that increases my damage done to the Abyssal Guardian by like 10%. If you combine that with the AP rounds, I think I was hitting for like 49 damage each time yesterday, which is really good. And no Dandelion. That's okay. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. This is... Don't be contrary. This is the easy one. Oh, I hate Buchan so much. Why is it popping down like that? Thank you, you stupid mutant. God, I don't know why that took forever. I mean, that took, what, 3 tries? But that's way too many. That's the easy one. When I first started doing the Buchan climb, that was the one I started on. Because it's the easy one. I missed it. Damn it! I missed it again. How is this happening? Some really bad controls there. Really sloppy movement. But who knows? We could still get Void Ray first try right here, and that's a run game. That's a run changer, you know. You get that, and suddenly we might be in second place range. I doubt it, but it's not impossible. It would depend on the bell kill, I believe. I don't remember off the top of my head what second place was. I think it was 35 minutes. And then of course there's the question of, is that load removal time or is that real time? I don't remember. But it doesn't matter because we didn't get Void Ray on the first drop, so like it doesn't matter. This is going to be a reset. I thought about getting back into speedrunning the original Zelda now that I know that I actually do have the ability to do the real speedrunning, to do all of the little tricks. Yeah, this is not happening. See, now we're on the Void Ray get split because here I either get Void Ray or I restart the run. Or in theory I got Void Ray before, but I didn't, and I'm not going to get it this time, so we're going to be restarting. 15 minutes at the Abyssal Guardian means I got like 20 minutes left to close out the game. Not impossible, but it would require a really good bell fight, and I don't see that happening. And it would require Void Ray right here, and again, 1 in 25 chance. Oh, well there's Void Ray. Wow, okay. Well, we're gonna go. No reason not to. Even though I'm pretty sure... Oh, damn it. I wasn't paying attention. Even though I'm pretty sure at this point, like, we're not competitive with anything except maybe our own third place time. But that's fine. They don't all have to be record breakers. It's good to get practice. And now I get to fail at the Buchan climb a lot more. Oh, that was pretty good. Uh-oh. Not what I meant to do. Alright, got Sponge Cake and Mithril. First tries. That's really good. I don't have a good way through this room. I'm not gonna lie. I did not press down. I mean, clearly I did, but I did not mean to. That's important too, right? Analog stick might be a tad sensitive. I mean, based on how often I get hit by random shit, she probably is in a fair bit of pain, so I would not be surprised. They're sensitive until I need them to be precise. Until I need them to be sensitive, I mean. In which case, suddenly they're very precise, and I can't turn around to continue my backdashing quickly enough. Story of my life. That was just a screw up on my part. Alright, not awful. I'm having a really hard time turning around today. That's interesting. I wonder if how I'm holding my arms is just like ever so slightly affecting my thumb position relative to the joystick, and that is... Oops. Because it probably is something stupid like that, like I'm holding my thumb just ever so slightly different off the joystick than I usually do. And something that minor, when you've played a game this many times, something that minor is gonna throw you off. It's like when you try to navigate menus at the beginning of the game, but you miss one input, and suddenly the entire thing gets screwed up and your brain just like freezes. Wrong menu. I've gotten pretty good at clipping through that until right now, of course. I do not want to fill this live on stream for everyone to watch. What the hell was that, dude? I took one extra hit through there than I should have because I don't know what the hell that... I don't know what happened. Ah, come on, man. That was it. I don't wanna do this again. Damn it, man. Come on. It's a failure. It's a wipe. We're gonna be starting over. There's no point in doing this again. But I'm going to. See, that time I clipped through it. If I could clip through this top one, I would save so much time. But the timing of that is so difficult. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Why is it going to the right? Come on, man. It's definitely possible to clip through that Iron Maiden, but the timing is very, very tight. God. Absolutely awful on the timing on that one, man. But yeah, it would save a lot of time to clip through that one. Okay, calm down. Select the right spell. Have I mentioned lately how much I hate the Buchan climb? I hate it so much. Well, that sucked. The Buchan climb is killing me, man. Like, no joke, it is killing me. It's like all my skill at it has just vanished out the window. So we're gonna take a minute and we're gonna practice it. Because I don't want another situation like that, man. And like, I don't know, I was in a place where I knew when I got to that part of the run, I was going to get the climb. We stopped coming here with, 5 high ethers and 9 ethers because of that. Like, I knew I was going to get it. It was just a matter of when. Why am I repeatedly failing to jump kick there? I don't know. I know I don't want to lose on the freaking Buchan climb again. I mean, realistically, I know what happened, right? Like, in the last 2 weeks, I've done the Buchan climb like maybe 5 times successfully. This last weekend, I spent most of my time playing in a Pokemon tournament. And I just got to a point of success with this where I stopped practicing it multiple times a week. And if you don't practice, you stop being as good at it. This timing is killing me. That was awful. I'm surprised Dragon Quest IX is on Retro Achievements. I shouldn't have looked away. I mean, I wasn't going to get it right then anyway, but I shouldn't have looked away. Well, I imagine the Disgaea thing is because the PC version of Disgaea has achievements already, so like there's not as much motivation to do it for the PlayStation 2 version since it's available on PC. This is absolutely awful. Try the D-pad. That feels worse. Interesting. God, dude, I have not done that in months. Accidentally used Gale Crawler instead of having Welcome Company selected. Like, I have not done that in a really long time. And I just keep doing it. I'm doing something fundamentally wrong. Holy shit, dude! This is every bit as miserable for me as it is for you. I hate this fucking thing. This is every bit as miserable for me as it is for you. I didn't even mean to click it, dude. What the hell is going on? I turned this on recently because I reformatted my computer and had to reinstall the game. And I don't remember if I had that on or off, honestly. So I've had it on, and I'm starting to think maybe I want it off. That didn't help at all. I mean, I got high enough that time. That feels worse. Let's increase the tightness. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm really about to fail. Maybe it's time to just do a nightmare run, just because, you know. Nightmare randomizer run, maybe. I haven't done one of those in a really long time. I know I'm not doing any more of that. Like I've got to spend some time practicing the Buchan climb, clearly, right? Like that's indisputable at this point. Like everything about that was awful. Key items, sure. I want those unchanged. I've learned my lesson. I didn't choose nightmare difficulty, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Defeat all evil anywhere. Unchanged. Chaos. I've learned my lesson on shuffling the shops, because when you do that, you can end up without the ability to access alcahists, I think they are. And that's pretty devastating. Because then you can't break anything down. And breaking stuff down is how you're going to get most of your good stuff. Alright, please be something good. Yeah, I know it's a shard. I know it's a passive shard. Optimizer! That's amazing. What's the drop rate on this? 100%. Oh, that's beautiful. We're starting out with full stacks of Optimizer. That's going to make this nightmare run a lot more fun. One more. Oh, I don't have the Kung Fu boots. Oh, man. Oh, I wanted to go ahead and go up there. Alright, well, maybe we'll get them. Who knows what'll happen? It's a randomized run. But we know we're starting out with 9 grades of Optimizer, and that's really good. Oh, where are the Semas at? Or whatever the hell they're called. I would really like Kung Fu boots, because then I could just, you know, go wherever I wanted. What the hell? Where are the stupid little things that climb up the ship? That's okay. I know where I can farm some more easily. There it is. There it is. Hopefully something good. Shuriken, that is pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot I got 2 of them. Ashia. I don't think there's anything to be gained by... I would like to know what they drop as far as items go. Iron. Alright, so that's probably the Dola Hammer? Not the Dola Hammer, the, Sapnok. I think they're most likely to drop iron at a 10% chance. God, I know way too much about this game. Yeah, iron, so that's definitely the sad knock drops. Alright, just gonna proceed then, since the game isn't giving us any way to sequence break yet. That's the best part of these runs, is that if you know all of these sequence break tools, like, I'm convinced that there's no such thing as an unbeatable randomizer run. I could be wrong. Ooh, I definitely want the cut Chris's ring. That increases drop rates, right? Well, it makes it more likely to drop gold. Okay, well that's not really what I want. It doesn't matter. Pasta dish is helpful. Well, that gives me a way to get past the Iron Maidens, which is very helpful. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Need to know what the bats drop. I don't ever use guns, so like that's kind of unhelpful. Let's make sure the bats drop something before we do this forever. They do. Whoops. Solomon's Ring is always one of the things that I seek after in randomized runs, because that increases shard drop rate, and that just makes your life easier. Alright, that went well. So they're only dropping Demon Eyes. I think that's those... That can't be the only item that they drop. There's nothing that only drops... Yeah, guns are pretty worthless. The only gun that I've found to be useful at all is Miri's Scepter, and that's only in speedruns because it does really good damage against Andreophis and the Abyssal Guardian. But even then, you're not using it as a gun, you're just using it to bash the enemy. Using it as a gun requires you to, like, hold the attack button. Or just mash not very quickly. Dude, getting that down was a pain in the ass, because you have to mash really quickly for it to not count as held. If you accidentally hold the button down for, like, I don't know how many milliseconds, I would guess it's 80, then it counts as holding it. True arrow. Alright. Have I even... Let's see what I got. Shuriken. Nothing. Alright. Cool. Oh, these are new enemies. There's a better place to farm them though in a minute, because I can farm multiple enemies at once. NP max up, somewhat helpful. I need to know what that is. So yeah, I'm gonna spend some time practicing the Buchan climb. And I hate saying that because I've done that so much already. I need to be a little careful, because I forgot I'm playing on Nightmare mode. Hey, there's my Kung Fu shoes! Yay! Sequence breaking! And we're going right to the room where we can do that. Perfect. Well, one of the rooms. One of the rooms. There are several places on this ship that we can go ahead and sequence break. In a normal run, that would be really helpful. In a randomized run, it could be completely I gotta stop hitting that. It could be completely unhelpful. It's entirely possible that we would get better items by just proceeding through the game normally. This was the better place to farm those guys that I was going to farm, while also farming the Dola Hammer here. Let's make sure that drops something though. It does. Did I equip those? Yeah, okay. It's been a while since I've done this. I don't remember how to do this. Okay. How much MP does that cost? 30. Okay. That's kind of pricey. Okay. We're gonna come back to that. I don't remember how to do that. It's been a very, very long time since I've had to do the little infinite jump thing. And this gives us a chance to farm ghosts and the Dola Hammer for their shards. So, multiple birds, one stone. I've also got a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke that I want to continue. That's been in the back of my mind the last few days, like I'm considering that. Also, I'm going to do some Showdown matches here in a minute, because I've gotten a lot... Really? That had been a 1 in a million freaking shot. It would be nice if either the Ghosts or the Dola Hammer would drop a shard for me, because that would speed up this process ever so slightly. Instead of having to kill both repeatedly, I could focus on killing one of them. Yeah, I was actually gonna get Fire Red, dude. And then someone pointed out to me, like some YouTuber, that Nintendo already has Nintendo Switch Online, and they already have a Game Boy Advance emulator on there that already offers a bunch of Game Boy Advance games. And I was like, oh, that's right, they do. I had forgotten about that for some reason, or I just hadn't considered it, right? But by all rights, by all sanity, these Fire Red and Leaf Green should be releasing to Nintendo Switch Online. And the best analogy I can think of is that, like, there's a lot of season passes out there for DLC for games. And what Nintendo is doing here is, like, you've bought the season pass, but now they're releasing DLC that's really awesome and everyone wants, and they're charging separately for it. The season pass doesn't cover it. No, you have to pay again, because this DLC is really good. That's exactly what Nintendo has done here. I am with you. I canceled my Nintendo Switch Online subscription for a really long time. The only reason I turned it back on was to play Pokemon Online. Switch Online had so much promise, but they release a new emulator, and then they stop making games for previous emulators, and that's my biggest issue with it. Like, great, there's the GameCube emulator now, but what about the rest of the N64 games that, you know, they should be putting on there? They're never going to put them on there. when they released the Super NES one, they stopped releasing NES games. Dude, there was absolutely no reason to do it that way. I could have just pushed the box over. Have it. Now before we farm a bunch of these, do they drop anything? Yes. A lot of good passive shards so far. Unfortunately, I can only have one at a time, and that one's kind of crap. Alright, that went well. Love it when I so successfully jump. That's probably good enough to go ahead and equip and lose the bonus for the succubus stuff, right? My attack is going to go down a lot further than it's suggesting, see? It's because when you have the set, you get a huge strength bonus, and I think I value the strength bonus more highly right now. That wasn't really worth it. I mean, I guess technically, yeah, that was worth it. I would like something besides... Do I want to farm that rat? I would like something besides HP and MP ups in these chests, please. That would be really cool. What do I want to do here? Forgot why I paused it. I really hope it's coming up and not... Oh, I can't eat anything. I have no healing items. Awesome. Alright, that's good. That's good, though. Like, they released the Mega Man games on the Game Boy emulator for Nintendo Switch. Like, what the hell are they thinking? Nobody wants to play the freaking Mega Man games on Game Boy. They're terrible. I had them as a kid. At least one of them. I had Mega Man 1. And it was not good. It was... What did she give me? Please. It was good in the sense that it was something to play, and it was Mega Man on the go, but it doesn't... It's not worth playing today. Ooh. Alright, so the train is already open to us. Well, we gotta get to OD, but that's easy to do. Get our picture taken. What is she gonna give me? Hang on, what? Hold on. Alright, let's... First things first, let's buy some alcohests. Oh. We need to sell some stuff. I do not have as much money as I would like to have at this point. We can sell 2 of those, that's helpful. Nothing else though. Alright, so we're gonna have 10 alcohests and that's it. Alright. That's what. Samus is awesome. Let's see what we can do. What I would like is something that breaks down into a bunch of different items, like 50 of some things. I can almost certainly make money by breaking that down and selling it, but let's see what else we have on the table. Is that really all I have in the way of equipment? Alright, so I think this is going to be our best bet. Let's break down an alkahest. And let's go see how much that shit sells for. Strange leather. I don't remember. Fiend skull, so 500. What was the other thing? 2 hyperventilators. Let's see, so we have 654. A little over 900. That's technically profitable, but it's so minor that I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, I needed to rebuy the alkahests. That's such a minor profit. I usually can break down a bunch of this. Oh, what the? Wait, what? Oh, no, that was way unprofitable. That was not profitable at all, Arya. They're 800 each, not 80. God, okay, that sucked. Alright, that really screwed me up there. I should not have done that. Alright, well, we can get a hyperventilator. I don't think we want that, though. No, we can't get that. We can get that. We can get an Alexandrite. That sells for... This is what's profitable. I just can't do Final Fantasy 1, man. Oh, that's more that's actually profitable, but again, it's not by a whole lot. But let's do it a couple of times and actually get up to a decent amount of gold, because that's kind of necessary. Oh, I don't have enough. I can't just keep dismantling those because I don't have any more of them. Oh. Alright, well. Okay. So, alright, well. None of that worked, right? Like that was just... That epic failure from the beginning did not work. Oops. We need to buy some rice. And I guess some halite. And I guess a sulfur and some saltpeter. Because you never know, right? Any one of those items that I just bought could break down to, like, dragon armor, or Solomon ring, or Jeebel's glasses for 13 alkahests. I need those. So I need 9 more alkahests. Definitely need 9 more alkahests. This is why you want to buy all of that random crap. So, Jeebel's glasses. Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping this up. I'm not practicing anything. I'm just playing a nightmare difficulty randomizer. There's not much to see or do in this particular case. I'm tempted to try another speed run, but like I know it's going to fail at the Boonshan climb again, and I don't want to end up with a really great run that fails right there. But it's pulling me, and I think I'm probably gonna do it. So, you know, because I'm not really enjoying this randomizer. Even on Nightmare, it's too easy. The game is too easy for me, and that's no fault of the game. You know, I have played the hell out of it. And just gonna miss that jump entirely. See ya, Mr. N. You want to block that person real quick, please? I don't think I'm high enough. Yeah, I am. It's just a ruby. Obsidian equipment. Helpful. But not great. Right, black pepper, that's really good, because that's used in a lot of recipes. You too, Mr. N. Oh. I need that. Oh. No, that's not any good. You get that after killing Kraftwerk in the main game. So the crystal armor that I already have is way better than that. God, I know entirely too much about this game. No, I think I'm going to switch to some Showdown, really. I think that's what I want to do, is switch to Showdown. It'll be fun. I should probably equip a weapon that I can actually use to kill things, huh? Just get smacked in the face by a bat. Something good, please? Dude, it is tripping me up to encounter these enemies that aren't here in normal mode. When I first played through this game, it was on hard difficulty. So this was just my normal experience. This is what the game was like. But now I'm no longer used to it. Alright, I'm starting to remember how to do that. And that's going to be good in the long run. I think I need to get an item from... I think I need to get the shard from Sabnok, though. Yeah. Alright, well, I mean, that's good. Because I need money. Or mana, whatever. Ooh, Cypress. That's plenty of money. That's enough for Jeebel's glasses. Probably. Especially if we get a couple more Cypresses. I don't remember which one of these idiots dropped it. Was it a Sabnok? Well, I guess we're about to find out. It was. Alright. Mahogany and Cypress. Excellent. Jeebel's glasses, they're a game changer. Uh-oh. Do I have any healing items? One. Oh boy. It does not want to give me its shard, though. I mean, that's fair. It's a 1 in 25 chance of getting each shard, so, like, having to kill them 10 or 15 times is not unusual. So I'm torn. I really want to do another speed run. I really do. But I know the chances of it failing against Boo-chan, if I even get there, right? Getting another high early Void Ray drop is very unlikely. And if I do, and I get to Boo-chan and I screw it up, as I've done for the last, 3 attempts, then again, I do need the practice with the Boo-chan climb, and doing another run would give me the practice that I need for the Boo-chan climb. So, I don't know. I also really want to play on Showdown, because I really like competitive Pokemon, it turns out. And I hate Regulation I, which is what Scarlet and Violet currently uses. Uh-oh. I gotta be careful. Because Scarlet and Violet, you have 2 restricteds on each side, and so the power level is just insanely high. I really wish that I could just, like, do this more simply. Right, have this... Well, I guess I could, couldn't I? Yeah. I could save this as its own thing. what is that, like 700 maybe? No. That's too far. Let's say 1500. Bottom, 800. And top, we definitely don't want that on. Nope, too many. Yeah, that's probably good. That's probably reasonable. All right, let's do a quick match, right? Why not? I've got it muted right now. I need to unmute it, but turn it down. All right, so we are looking at probably going to be a Trick Room team, I would imagine, with Smeargle running Trick Room. But it's also going to run Follow Me. So I think I'm going to go with... No, Latios is going to... No, I'm not doing open team sheets, sorry. I forget what that muck is. I forget what Galarian muck is. All right, so I'm not sure about this matchup one bit. So we are going to... We're just going to run my basic Trick Room mode. And I'm probably going to lose because I'm not sure about this matchup at all. All right, so what is Smeargle going to try to do? It's definitely going to use Follow Me right here. It doesn't matter. It's gonna... Alright, so it faked out. Oh, you're gonna do that crap. Really? Moody nonsense. Poison Dark. So that is gonna be weak to what exactly? Let's burn it. Start doing something. It's probably got leftovers too, huh? I don't think we wanted to bring Goldingo in, but we did. Roar was not helpful. I mean, it's helpful in the sense that it's immune to stat drops. I knew that. It's got leftovers and it's just boosting evasion. I hate these kind of tactics, man. Come on, Dusclops. What? You're dead now anyway. No, you're not. You're still alive. Jesus, will you wake up? I mean, that's fine. I don't really care about that. We have exactly one shot at this. And he's probably going to protect. And it's probably going to miss. Oh, we got the hit. But it's not going to matter. We need this Hyper Voice to hit. We really need that Hyper Voice to hit. I don't care about the Goldingo recovering right now. That's kind of meaningless to me. Alright, we got the muck. Alright, good. That 3x evasion no longer helped. That was wonderful. Could not have asked for better. Alright, smart play. We really need you to wake up this turn, Ursaluna. Like, you need to wake up right now. And I don't think it's gonna matter, even if you wake up. I don't think it matters. Don't you have safety goggles? No, I took those away from you, didn't I? I sure did. That was smart. I'm so glad I took safety goggles away. 72 to 39. You might outspeed, but probably not. But let's just poison jab. Oh, he's still got another enemy in the back. Alright, we're forfeiting. We don't, no, we lose. I don't know, did it forfeit or not? It should have forfeit. Alright, let's try one more. That was disastrous, but we can do better than that. I can also make that bigger for you. There we go. Alright, so here I want... He's going to be going for Tailwind. So I want Trick Room, definitely, to punish him for the Tailwind. Interesting. Incineroar is very likely to die if I don't Terra. Excellent. It may be immune to stat drops, but it's not immune to burn. It's a ground type, right? Yeah, it'll be safe. Safe enough to bring in. Wow, that did a lot more damage than I expected it to. A lot more damage, wow. Considering its stats are lowered, that's really surprising. We need to kill that thing ASAP. Like at this point, I don't care. Like just kill it. All right, good. Alright, that's actually really good because I have Okie Dokie in the back, which is really, really strong against Ogerpon. Which I think is most likely to live here. Yeah, well... That's fine. Ursaluna did its job and then some. I can still lose this. I don't think I'm going to, but I still could. Oh, you made a bad choice. Well, that was fun. I do want to get back to... I do want to do one more speedrun attempt, I suppose. Hold on. I'm actually not ready. Such a professional. Much professional. Meaning good. So I've got to close out a Bloodstained entirely. Get out of freaking big picture mode so that I can get to my desktop and look at the... Can I hit the Windows key? Will that do anything? It did. Okay, good. So I can just do that. I don't have to leave big picture mode. I need to get back to live split and reopen it, basically. And that's using my phone here to do that. Because, you know, that's the world I live in. All right, so this should be all set. Ready to come back. Excellent. Good to go. No, I didn't mean to close that. Okay, good. I didn't. All right, cool. So hopefully we get a quick cotton and a quick gill crawler, and then a very slow oak and another very slow oak, because that's how these things go. I'm really glad to have the auto splitter working again. Freaking shadow updates. One day I'm gonna figure out how to get out of that room without triggering that cutscene. I've done it twice. Ah! See, that's that muscle memory thing that I was talking about earlier. Once something goes astray in a speedrun, and you've played this game hundreds of times, thousands of times even, it throws off everything. Like, once one little input goes astray, it leads to several more going astray, and then you kind of have a hard time getting back to where you were. We're not doing very well this particular time. Last night, while practicing, those freaking cannons, that one in the middle there that I killed, it shot me several runs in a row. And like, that has never happened before. And hundreds of times running this game, that cannon had never shot me before. And then it happened multiple runs in a row. Hasn't happened since, thank goodness, but like, I still, what the hell, you know? I've played this game so much that I don't expect it to do unexpected things. You know, at this point I have a really good idea of what to expect from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I know how it's going to react. I know what it's going to do. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, whatever. That was bad. Alright, third try, not awful. We're gonna go. We're gonna carry it. I really needed that potion. Now I'm gonna have to buy one. It's a sloppy, slow fight. Not happy with that one at all. Wasn't the worst I've ever done, though. We're only a second and a half behind the previous run, which had a really fast D-par kill, so... And then I did that again. Okay, so we're still doing that today. Still screwing around and not facing the right direction when we need to start backdashing. That's always great. Alright, so gotta buy a potion. And the reason for that is that muscle memory is a powerful thing. And when I go to do the flashing air kicks across the garden, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to press down exactly once, and then I'm going to use 4 ethers. And without that potion, pressing down once will use the waystone and send me back to the village. By having that potion there, it ensures that when I press down, it will in fact trigger the ethers. This is a painful lesson that I have learned over the many runs of this game. So it's easier just to not mess with it. Like, in theory, yes, I could just pause and not press down, right? But that's not the way muscle memory works. When I get to that point, I'm gonna pause and press down, whether I want to or not. Obsidian would have been nice. But whatever. It's going to take a long time for me to achieve a second place run because the RNG required for that is pretty intense. I've got to get fast oaks, gale crawler. Dude, oh my god. Wow. I can't do stuff like that. I've got to get a fast gale crawler, three fast oaks, a fast welcome company, and of course a first drop void ray. Which means the first time that I kill the Abyssal Guardian, it has to drop Void Ray. That's the only way I can get second place. And then I have to do a really good Buchan climb. Which means I'm going to have to get back to practicing that, but, you know, that's future problems. This isn't going to be a second place run for sure, because I've already screwed up a lot. I mean, it's not impossible at this point if, like, we get a first try Oak and a first try Welcome Company. The easiest thing, like, I just keep going, just keep flashing air kick, you know? That's such an... It's such an intense section that I refuse to mess it up by not doing enough flashing air kicks, so I just keep going until I'm out of mana. Like, I know it's not time efficient, and I'm sure in the long run I will stop doing that, but for now, yeah. For now, I need those extra flashing air kicks. Well, we don't have to worry about getting a fast oak, because we're not getting a fast oak. And I might as well, I should restart this run. Not invest more time into what is obviously a failed fucking attempt. Yeah, okay. Miserable. The amazing thing is that Oak has a 25% chance of dropping in those chests. I have a 25% chance of getting it every single one of those attempts. And I'm very frequently just very, very unlucky. I don't remember the last time I got an oak from the chests on the first attempt. Both times, or even ever all 3 times. Even though you would think the odds of that happening are not super low, like 1 in 12, something like that. I don't do odds in math. I mean, I do math, but probability is... It's got a lot of gotchas. Oh, man, I was so worried I missed that fireball. We're ahead of our ghost, so that's good. Can't wait to screw that up, like, right there. I don't think Elm sells for a whole lot. I'm just gonna screw up all of my lead here, if you don't mind. And I know the next chest is not gonna give me a cotton. Oh, it did. I'm shocked. But it's not going to give me a fast gale crawler, certainly. Have to kill that thing 14 or 15 times for that. And then, you know, just miss a jump, sure. Oh my god. Of course, the runs where I just screw up stupid stuff. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Got a gold split by almost 10 seconds. Not bad. First try Gale Crawler. Decent Vipar fight. Not the best I've ever done, but definitely decent. Can't wait to screw it up. And I will. Ho ho, don't you worry. I will screw it up somehow. Now watch us get the Oaks and the Welcome Company and everything we need on the first attempt, and then I get to Buchan and just completely bomb it. This time I'm not buying a potion because I did pick up the potion on the galleon. I'm doing everything I can to screw up any advantage that I had. Not on purpose, of course, but like, that's how it is, you know? I make fewer mistakes over time. But I still make mistakes. And I'm going to continue making mistakes for quite a long time. Alright, that was pretty clean. As was that. Sometimes by just sheer random odds, that ghost can go down and just ruin your time. Just like accidentally pressing the freaking start button there can. I don't even have like fat fingers or anything, but I hit the start button a shocking number of times. Just because I guess, how it's positioned relative to the attack button. Like I said, can't wait to blow any advantage I had. Which I'm doing a great job of. Oh, fantastic, Arya. Well done. That was cleaner than the previous attempt, at least. But my movement is trash. An early oak would be fantastic, but it's not going to happen. None of this matters. Oh, whoops. No matter how great the run is, we're not going to get Void Ray on the first drop either. We're not going to get Oak out of the next chest that we need to get out of, and we're certainly not going to get Welcome Company quickly. Because the odds are just against us on all of those things. They're very much against us. Like, 1 in 1,000 is the odds we have of it going well. That was sloppy. But we're not going to get an oak quickly here. Sometimes I have to reload this from like 5 or 6 times. And this is not the fastest room to reload in. Yeah, it's not well and good, but there's so many breakpoints. This is actually this is actually going really well. My mistakes aside, I'm getting pretty good RNG. I've got all the oaks I need now, right? The only thing we need now is Void Ray to drop early. That's all we need now. And by early, I mean on the first 3 kills. Earlier is better, obviously. And then, of course, I need, as you might imagine, a good boot chain climb. And, like, that's... Especially if I get a first try Void Ray drop, dude, I would be on, like, definitely second place pace. I'm gonna screw it up. Right, this is all actually going pretty well. I mean, you see how much time we lose from redoing rooms? This is normally 10 minutes and 14 seconds to kill him. That was not the best kill I've ever gotten. I mean, that was pretty bad. I used a lot of potions. Not that those are hugely significant, but I did use a lot of them. I have plenty of stuff to sell to get more potions, and I'm going to have to now, which is going to slow me down a little bit. But we don't need to get an oak here, so that's going to speed us up a little bit. That background is just so Castlevania. I'm gonna see what's in here anyway, because I might be able to sell some of that stuff. And I don't think I can really sell any of that for anything worthwhile. But it was a slight detour to open that chest. Ugh! Hate those monkeys! Did not mean to start out selling everything one at a time there, just sort of panicked. I'm not used to having multiple of a single item to sell. I bought one too many ah, no! I bought one too many potions. I don't know why it wouldn't close out of that one. And now I have a freaking shard I can sell, now that I don't need money imminently. I'm gonna need money eventually, but not right this minute. And by the time I need money, 300 gold is not going to make much of a difference. But of course, every little bit helps. I was really hoping for a dandelion. Alright, that was clean. Had a lot of struggle with that one earlier. But that was actually pretty clean. So, like, this is going pretty well. But again, none of that's going to matter in just a few moments. I didn't think I made that jump. Oh well. We didn't make the first one, but we made the second one. It is fine. Damn, that dude could not have been in a worse spot for me. Alright. It's not going to happen. Go ahead and prepare yourself for that now. We are not going to get a first try Void Ray kill. First try Void Ray, or a second try, or a third try. Like, put it out of your head. Not going to happen. Yeah, also not going to happen here. Which is unfortunate, but I mean that's the nature of the beast. That's speedrunning, you know. You get the run that is so close to perfect, so close, but not quite. And that's what this run is, for sure. We got really good drops otherwise, but yeah. Getting Void right here, it was always going to be the run killer. And like in my notes, it describes it as the run killer, because it's 13 minutes in, or really it's like 10 minutes in, 12 minutes in. Oh, that was perfect. Way to go. Get knocked way the hell back there. Twice. It's not like we're under a time constraint or anything. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna... undo that split and give it one more shot. Just because. But yeah, it's over. It's done. Right, there's zero chance. I think it's pretty messed up that I took damage just from standing up, you know? Yeah. Well, that's 4 kills, and still no Void Ray. Not surprising, but, you know. That's the game. We had really good RNG up until that. So, we can say that. I gotta look at my old screens too, because pretty sure I had it set up where like the screen did not shake like that. That seems to be since I reformatted. And it's a bit disorienting and distracting, and I don't like it. Five. I mean, we're still not making horrible time, but... a second place run is out of the question at this point. It's not impossible. I could still beat my 3rd place time. Especially if I get a cleaner bell fight. but I'm apparently about to die here anyway, so... Awful. Just absolutely awful. So I think next week I'm going to stream my Fire Red Nuzlocke. Might start a new one because I don't remember what's going on with the current one. I think it was just a lot of grinding right now, which of course is not fun for anyone. And I think that's probably why I stopped making episodes of it. I mean, that's kind of why a Nuzlocke is suited better for recordings rather than live streaming, because there's a lot of grinding in Nuzlocks. So I'm not sure. I don't know. And I really want to do a Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke, honestly. Because that seems like it would be really challenging. Because Brilliant Diamond, especially Cynthia, is brutal. So after this, I'm going to have to go in and delete all of the splits after Void Ray Get. Because it thinks that I just, you know, killed Zangetsu 2 in 18 minutes, and did not, obviously. That's the problem with the auto splitter, is that it's completely dumb. It splits whenever a boss door opens. End of story. And I don't know if it can actually detect Gremory versus Bell. It doesn't really matter. This is gonna be my last attempt at this. I gotta start cooking, and I spent so much time killing this guy. I don't have any desire to spend more time killing him. Well, we finally got Void Ray. Let's undo some splits. I don't think that was what I meant to do. Ah, I reset. Oh, whoops. Well, that's fun. Way to go, Aria. And then I didn't save my good times, the ones that I actually wanted to save. Excellent. That was perfect. Could not have gone better. Had really good times up until the Abyssal Guardian, and then accidentally erased all of those times. Flawless. Classic Aria. And at this point, this is just more Buchan climb practice. So it seems like the fastest way through there is to just take the hit from that stupid sword. Okay, I'm gonna have to start using the D-pad for that because that's pretty chaotic. Didn't I do that in the last... How the hell is that happening? Pretty sure I did that in the last attempt as well. That's something I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on. Like, I don't know why that's happening. I wonder if it's a result of the recent update. No. Can't be. Because I've been playing that update since December 23rd. Oh! I need to actually quit Void Ray there, Arya. And of course, now that I've completely screwed up the pacing and the timing and everything, my movement is so much better. Now watch us get fucking boot and climb turn 1. That's exactly my luck. Six Abyssal Guardian clears, kills. First boot chain climb. Watch. I feel like I have to get closer to that to clip through it now than I used to have to. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I am getting worse at this, I swear to God. What did I get? 3 of them? And now we get to fail here, but that's okay. Because 1, we knew that was going to happen. I need to get back to practicing this godforsaken thing. And 2, the run was kind of disastrous anyway. I get 2 more attempts at this. I guess I technically get 1 more because I can wait for 40. It's just a few seconds. But I have to have 3 ethers going into the fight against Sengetsu. And that was just a disaster. Yeah, okay. I'm so over that fucking Buchan climb. I don't know. I used to be good at it. I could do it 1 out of 5 times. And now I can't get it at all. I go in this entire session, I did not get that Buchan climb once. I don't know. I gotta go back to practicing it is the only thing. And like, that's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I hate that tech. I hate it. I hate that this run relies on it, but it does. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna wrap this one up. It's been 2 hours. I gotta let my dog out.